about some of the do's and don'ts of the jab. Now, the jab is probably your most important punch, being that it's the one that any fighter worth his salt would use the most. Reason being is your jab sets up everything. So let's talk about some of the things you want to do with the jab and some of the things you don't want to do with the jab. One thing that I find often is though people are big fans of boxing and watch boxing on TV, when they come in and do it for the first time, the first thing they do in their stance is they try to adopt this position with their hands, with your left hand low and you're jabbing from this position. This is not something that you want to do at the very beginning. This is something that you see from fighters like Floyd Mayweather, some other fighters who have been doing this for a very long time. One thing you have to understand in comparing yourself to somebody like Floyd Mayweather has been doing this since he's been in the crib. Floyd Mayweather is a world-class fighter, one of the greatest of all time, so he knows how to get away with this because his skill level has advanced to that particular point. But you just starting out, you want to do the basics by starting from this position. If you noted from the other video, the thing to do with the jab is you want to step into your jab. Now, key thing with the jab is this, making sure your hands are up. Again, he wants to go out straight, and your fist is turning at the end. You don't want to lift your elbow as you punch with the jab because it creates a habit where you're doing this and you're actually getting the habit of leaving your left side exposed where you can get countered. So you want to make sure it's coming from a position from where your ribs are protected, coming out straight and coming back to your face, not jabbing and coming back low. Other thing is you want to make sure the jab has a lot of speed on it. So you want to make sure that your shoulders are loose, everything, you got a little bit of chatter going on, a little bit of movement, and when you start to shoot out your jab, you aim with the first two knuckles on your hand. First two knuckles, similar to here and here, is going to be the same thing with this hand. That's what you're aiming with, those first two knuckles. And your jab should go out nice and straight, just like this. Nice and easy, starting out, just to get accustomed to throwing it, nice and easy. Jab. I'm committing to my target, snapping the jab. Committing to my target, snapping the jab. This is where you want to start out. Now, as you start to progress with the jab, you want to start to put a little bit more speed on it, and it's going to look a little bit more like this. Snap that. Bam. Snap the jab. Snap the jab. Sometimes double. Double, triple up on the jab. The one thing I can say about the jab is you don't want to be sparing with the jab. You want to throw the jab a lot. Again, it's the most important punch in your arsenal because it sets up everything. Don't be sparing with the jab.